Hi everyone, this is Jane here from Crystal Sparkles Readings. I'm just here to do a quick unboxing, a little walkthrough of the Tarot of the Heart tarot deck, which is by Liz Dean and it's illustrated by Oliver Burston. The deck is called Tarot of the Heart 50 Ways to Divine Love, and it is it's a majors only deck with the 3 extra cards. Now I knew this before I bought it. It's not an expensive deck, so I really don't mind the fact that it's majors only. I actually quite like that. I've got a couple of other majors only decks and they're really quite cool for using for specific things. I've got one for the autumn, and like I've got the tarot deck or Halloween one, and I've got another one I think which is more kind of summery. Can't remember, but anyway, that just shows how much I've used that though. So I do have a couple of other majors only deck, but this is a new one that I bought, and it's one that I'd kind of not really come across much before, and it popped up, you know how it does on Amazon, let's just suggest some things for you to buy. And it popped up on there, and I don't know why, but I looked at it and I kind of thought, actually, that might be quite nice, because I do read a lot for people, and that's my job. That's what I do full time. So I work on the phones, but I also work privately for myself, and I do email readings, and I've got a website, and I do all these kind of different readings. Quite a lot of what I do is about love, and I just thought this might give me some nice different spreads and different options for me to do when I'm doing love readings, which is kind of the most popular subject for a lot of people. So I just thought it might be quite a nice one to have. So this is the box. Comes in quite a nice 2-part box. Now, full disclosure, I have opened the box up and taken the cards out, and I've taken the plastic wrapping off of the cards because I just thought that would save so much time messing around in the video, undoing plastic and stuff. I'm not very dexterous, so sometimes that takes me forever. So rather than do that, I just thought I'd open it up. So it comes in this nice 2-part box, which opens up this way. And all right, okay, so let me just open it up because they're probably just going to go everywhere now. Okay, so I'll put those to one side for a sec. So you have your 2-part box. It's a nice hard box, pretty sturdy, and quite good for keeping the cards in. The thing is, once you have, I think when I got it, there was like a little insert that kind of kept the cards still, which I've thrown away. So now they're going to be just loose in there. So I may get like a little bag to put them in and then put them back in the box. But this is the little blurb on the back, and it says Tarot of the Heart is an oracle of love. Each card is interpreted and designed purely with love in mind, with separate predictions to help you if you're looking for love or if you're in a relationship. Whatever your situation, these exquisite cards will bring insightful messages of love, compassion and renewal. The 25 cards comprise the major arcana along with faith, hope and charity. The 3 lost virtues of the tarot sequence, which have inspired lovers throughout history. Now, I don't know whether it is lost. I don't know enough about tarot history to know that. In the book, you'll find upright and reversed meanings for every card, a total of 50 interpretations, including each card's history and how to lay them out for a reading. Sorry, excuse me, I'm just going to cough. Let me just have a little drink of my water. Okay, so I don't read reversals. It's just not something I do. You're more than welcome to read reversals. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. It's just not. I just don't. So here's the little book. It's a really lovely book with really lovely illustrations in. It's got all the different origins, signs and symbols, making the mirror of love and fortune, how to read the tarot cards, when to read them, dealing with difficult cards, preparing for reading, cutting the deck, laying the cards and the acknowledgements. So there's a little forward here, and a lot of information there about all of the different dynamics, some keywords, all the signs and symbols, pomegranate, apple, rose. That looks like that's going to be really interesting because I really like the symbology in the tarot. So lots and lots of information in there. I mean, it's not a massive book, but it actually is quite comprehensive. There's loads of stuff in here. You know, cycles of the moon is covered, dealing with difficult cards, shuffling the deck, several different spreads specific to love. And then you have a page of information about the card and a full page illustration of the card. A little section of when it's reversed to work with that. If you like reversals, it's quite handy to have them in there. Magician, High Priestess. So those are all the cards. So this looks rather tasty, doesn't it? I'm going to enjoy having a little look at that later on. So that's the book, and these are the cards. So they are a little bit bigger than your standard tarot card, but I don't mind that. Quite like a nice big chunky card. They're kind of glossy, and I would say they're kind of not too bad in terms of thickness. Not the best I've ever had, not the worst either. This is the back. So those are very cute, aren't they? And so they're all kind of very, I don't know, they're very arty. I suppose like old-fashioned art though, Renaissance art, that kind of, I don't know, maybe that's the wrong period, but you know, kind of oldie worldy art. So I'm just going to flip through them and show you each of the cards. This is our Fool. It's got his dog and his pack and his flower. This is the Magician. This is the High Priestess. The Empress. With all of her abundance. Our Emperor. They're kind of, it's strange actually, this, because the kind of illustrations are very oldie worldy, but the faces are kind of quite, I don't know, that's quite an up-to-date face to me. Next one, not so much, the High Priest. Beautiful Lovers. And the Chariot. So they are slightly sort of collagey. I must read a little bit more about how they've been put together because I'm sure it tells you all this information in the book. But this is Justice. Here's our Hermit. And the Wheel. And Strength. So our Justice and Strength are the other way round. 8 and 11. A Hanged Man. And Death. Death's kind of cool in this card. Kind of like the way that there's a new dawn showing up there. And this is Temperance. Is our Devil. Quite an unusual devil. Haven't got our usual people all kind of chained up there. It's just there being devilly. I've got the tower. All the people diving off. There we go. And there we've got the beautiful star. I love the star. I love the texture of the water in here. There's definitely lots of different textures going on in these cards. There's our moon. And the sun. Oh, there's a like kind of little nod to the scary baby down there in the sun. It's a bit like Teletubbies. That said, I do quite like that card. I'm not so sure about the faces in the flowers down the bottom. That's a little weird, I think. But, you know, it's always something a little bit weird in some tarot card or another in the deck, isn't there? And then we've got our Judgment card. And the World. I love that World card. That's lovely. And then we've got Faith. These are the extra 3. Hope. And Charity. There we go. So that is them. That is the Tarot of the Heart. 50 Ways to Divine Love. That is the name of the deck. I quite like them, actually. I'm kind of like the feel of them. They're quite slippy. They are glossy, but not like madly glossy. There's not too much going on with them. Glossy wise, I reckon they'd probably be okay to shuffle. I'll just take them off of here and shuffle them because I'll probably knock the camera and everything over, and I'll let you know what they're like. Yep, they're kind of cool. They're not too big. They're not too big at all. I'm only little. I've only got quite little hands, so they're not too big for me to shuffle. But yeah, they're nice. I'm liking them, actually. They're quite different to my normal style of cards that I would go for, but I just thought that they would be quite nice. So I'm going to give them a go and do some readings with them. Maybe work with some of the different spreads that they've given me, and then I might pop up one of those spreads on my website for people to buy. If you would ever like a reading from me, by the way, you can always go to my website or my Etsy shop. There's a link in the description below. And if you have liked the video and you enjoy the channel, please give it a like and subscribe, and that would be lovely. And I will speak to you soon. Bye for now.